The following program was made possible with the support of the USA Continental Regional Center. USA Continental is able to offer its investors a demonstrated pathway to an EB-5 green card using solid investments and providing sound exit strategies. For more information about USA CRC, simply click on their icon on the right.
Hello, and welcome to EB-5 Investment Report Magazine, where we bring you important EB-5 investment information and news from the United States and around the globe. I'm Amy Rios. Our own Dwight Cromie attended the IIUSA's second annual EB-5 International Investment and Economic Development Forum in Laguna, California. The conference brought together international investment and economic development professionals from around the world in order to instill a sense of passion and energy into the community, and more importantly, to advocate for the continuation of the EB-5 Regional Center program, which is currently in jeopardy. Dwight was able to speak with representatives from varying fields about the impact and necessity of the EB-5 program to the U.S. economy.
I'm here with Al Rattan, co-founder of the USA Continental Regional Center, one of the EB-5 program regional centers. Al, can you tell me what is the importance of today's event?
Well, this is an annual meeting of regional centers and associate members. What we're working on today is the EB-5 Regional Center program sunsets in September, and we have a national meeting basically designed to promote and to encourage Congress and the Senate and eventually the President to sign a new bill to basically make the program full-time and forever.
And what role, if you can tell me, do the regional centers play in facilitating the foreign investment with the businesses here in the country?
What the Regional Center program allows is for that investor to invest into a business enterprise, and then it is the job of the Regional Center to create the jobs, both direct and indirect.
Now, I understand that as the co-founder and partner of USA Continental Regional Center, you've had some very, very good success stories. Can you tell me about some of them?
Well, yes, thank you. Probably our best success story to date has been our partnership with RadNet, which is a national outpatient and diagnostic center. And we entered into, with our affiliated company, Continental Lease Development, into a long-term lease. RadNet is currently constructing the project, and we hope to have them in full operation in July. One of the real significance of this enterprise is that it's going to be not only jobs, but good high-tech jobs, and it will be a significant factor for where we're from, Marietta, and for the local economy.
I'm here with Bruce Coleman, the Economic Development Director for the City of Marietta. Bruce, can you tell me, for your city, how important is the EB-5 program in creating economic growth?
It is it's critically important to the city of Marietta because we are now seeing the creation of jobs through the EB-5 program. Without the EB-5 program, and with the banks really not producing very much in the way of construction loans, real estate loans, we have looked and continue to look at EB-5 as a great way to produce jobs locally for American citizens utilizing funding from overseas.
Now, we were talking to some manufacturers earlier, not just economic development for real estate. I understand that a lot of this money has been invested into manufacturing, bringing manufacturing, good-paying jobs back to cities. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Sure. Manufacturing is critical for the growth of Southern California and the rest of the country. And with that comes exporting, because we need to make sure that we're an exporting nation so that we earn new revenues abroad from the sale of American products. We understand that the EB-5 program is an excellent resource for producing manufacturing jobs. There's ways of using the EB-5 program, for example, to match SBA financing through the SBA 504 program. We know of an organization in Long Beach, California that does that very thing. Instead of providing bank financing, which is very hard to come by for manufacturing, it uses EB-5 financing as a tool to create new manufacturing jobs in Southern California.
I'm here with Sheldon Lytton, an attorney for USA Continental Regional Center. Sheldon, can you tell me how important is an event like this IIUSA event?
This one is absolutely fantastic, right? The turnout, the number of people here, and the interest and the level of interest is amazing. This is double or triple what it was a year ago.
What are some of the major issues you think are facing the EB-5 program in the next few years?
I think probably the single most important issue is to convince the powers that be in Washington, the United States government, the Congress, and the administration that this is a program that's absolutely essential to economic development. We need capital in this country. We've exported $1 trillion more. Some say $2 to $4 trillion. We know China's holding $1 trillion in U.S. reserves. We exported that capital to China. We exported 2 to 4 million jobs. We need to get it back. And you know what? They're willing to give it back. They're willing to come back here and invest. We need to be able to take it. So to me, that's the number one issue, is to put this program on a firm footing, give us time to work it, and let the free enterprise system go to work.
I'm here with Joe Sloboda with Exclusive Visas. Joe, can you tell me a little bit more about your organization?
Well, Exclusive Visas is one of the largest EB-5 consulting companies in the United States. We've been working in the EB-5 industry since late 2006, helping different groups enter into this world of EB-5 to show them help them through the different steps and processes that are required to help put together a good EB-5 offering and bring their projects to market to help introduce individual investors overseas to these projects, but more importantly, help these projects put forth a good and competitive and solid offering so that what they're presenting to these prospective foreign investors is a high quality opportunity. We're working with two other manufacturers in different parts of the country that without the EB-5 money that's being injected into their businesses, those factories would be failing. They would close. And not only is it saving jobs at those two locations, but it's also allowing them enough capital to create new jobs and expand their businesses, where 3 years ago they were fearful that they were going to have to shut down a business that's been operating in that one community for 42 years.
Anthony, can you tell me what your company does and how does it help with the EB-5 program?
Yes. We're actually a full-service immigration firm, but I tend to focus on EB-5 work. We file investor petitions, I-526s, we file I-829 removal of condition petitions, and I've also helped to set up a number of regional centers, so we handle I-924 filings. I act as the reviewing lawyer for a number of regional center projects, and I'm also the preferred attorney for a number of regional center projects too.
And how important, from your perspective, is this program to foreign investors like yourself and to the economic growth of this country?
I think it's twofold. I think from the point of view of foreign investors, it's probably the only program in a great many cases that can bring people to a new life in the United States. It's not work-related, it's not employment-based, it's not family-based. Obviously, you qualify for the program by virtue of an investment. And I think it can't be understated that investment has to be a good thing for the United States. You know, with the exception perhaps of the 30s, I can't imagine a time more than now, where the United States has required investment in business and the creation of jobs. Whether that's foreign or domestic doesn't really matter, but this program is clearly doing that. It's encouraging people to invest in the United States, it's encouraging people to help create jobs, and those jobs are certainly being created, so I think it can't be understated. One of the things I think that nobody really mentions is that the investors at the EB-5 program don't just bring their money to the projects. They obviously move their families to this country. They buy houses, they buy cars, they educate their kids. They pump far more money in a great many cases into the American economy than just the EB-5 program would allow.
My purpose for being here is to communicate how important EB-5 investment is on the local level for job creation within cities. I'm going to use Marietta as an example of a way to do it right and such, and then also encourage the folks to keep doing what they're doing, but do it with authenticity so that it's in such a way that we don't lose this incredible tool. But right now in California, the state of California seems to be very focused on taking away every tool we have for economic development. The last casualty is redevelopment. We can't lose EB-5 right now, and so until the banks begin to lend more or whatever the other tools might show up, my purpose here today is to communicate how important it is this organization lobby to make sure that EB-5 continues.
I'm here with Kevin Wright of Wright Johnson. Kevin, can you tell me what's your involvement in IIUSA and how important is an event like today?
Well, IIUSA is an extremely important organization due to the fact that all of us members, over 100 associates and 60 some odd regional centers, get together and we all mainly focus on getting this program extended and made permanent, which is extremely important because we have a sunset date coming up at the end of the year, and it scares the investors and slows down investment and job creation in the U.S. So the more quickly we can get the program made permanent, the more stable the investors feel, and so on.
The Southern California region alone has seen the incredible benefits of the EB-5 Regional Center program. Many manufacturing companies throughout the nation were ready to close down had funding through the EB-5 program not been introduced. Not only did the EB-5 program help to save the manufacturing plant's employees' lifelong careers, it actually allowed the companies to create more jobs and expand their business. If you would like to learn more about the EB-5 program, simply click on one of the icons to the right. I'm Amy Rios, and I want to thank you for watching this edition of EB-5 Investment Report.
The preceding program was made possible with the support of the USA Continental Regional Center. USA Continental is able to offer its investors a demonstrated pathway to an EB-5 green card using solid investments and providing sound exit strategies. For more information about USA CRC, simply click on their icon on the right.